Some days in van life, you're parked in the ocean. The other days, you're in a parking lot. However, today, we just so happen to be in both. We are back in my first converted van for tonight, and we're gonna try and stealth camp on this place because I have no idea if you're allowed to camp here. There's no sign saying you can't, so I think we're okay. But I am still a little bit worried that we're gonna get the knock tonight. Maybe. At this spot, we're parked right next to the ocean, but we are also parked right next to the highway. So that might make it a little bit hard to sleep tonight. This camping trip, I did bring a cast iron pan because I want to make a fire out on the beach and I also want to cook on it. So I think we're going to do that right now before we start losing light. Although it is so windy out there, I have no idea how the audio is going to turn out, which worries me a little bit. But we should definitely get to making that fire. I really hope at least some of this audio is usable. It also might be a challenge to try and start a fire here. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do it or not. I've got a mix of super dry lumber that I've used to build the van and some sort of wet actual firewood. I'm also pretty bad at making fires, so we'll see how good I really am if I can start it in this much wind. Holy crap. Oh my god, someone had a fire here not even too long ago. It's starting to burn the wood already. I might not even have to light this. What? Yeah, there's still coals in there. How crazy. I've got this blowtorch here, but this is wanting to light itself. So I want to see if I can do it without any sort of lighter at all. I see flame. Oh my god. I promise you guys, I did not use this once. Those hot coals underneath are definitely going to help me maintain this fire a lot easier if I were to make it from scratch. I've been wanting to have a real fire like this ever since my last video, because out on my last camping trip, I just wasn't able to have a fire like this. I had the firewood, I just had nothing to light it with. It's funny because in this circumstance, I did have the firewood and it just lit itself. I didn't need any lighter of any sort. I can't say that has ever happened to me before, so that's actually really cool. But I guess this is a perfect opportunity to say, my name is Nate, for the people that don't know. I am currently camping out of my first converted van tonight, and I'm currently working on building a new camper van. So if you are new to the channel, that's what it's all about. I go camping and I build vans. My plan for this fire is to try and make a super strong base, some super hot coals, so I can use my cast iron pan on this guy. To be honest, I think I got a really nice, oh my god, an ember just flew into my neck. I think I got a really nice pan spot right here. It's also 6 o'clock, so right about dinner time. So I'm gonna quickly run up to my van and get everything I need for dinner. I'm gonna put my nice cast iron pan right on the fire, get that preheated while we get our steak ready. we're gonna go ahead and season this steak with a bit of salt that's stuck in the jar and a little bit of pepper. Make sure you got some charcoal in there too, adds to the flavor. Woo. Okay, I think we're ready to go. I'm gonna sear one side of my steak first, and since this pan is ribbed, it's a little bit harder to cook a steak, and especially baste it. It's a bit harder, but it still works decently well. All right, once your pan is flaming, put down your steak and sear one side of it. Woo! I think we're ready to flip again. Oh, wow, that's looking good. Okay, we're going to add a big chunk of butter, some garlic, and this is the hard part about basting in this pan. Very hard to scoop the butter. If you give the steak a little poke, I feel like you can tell by how firm it is, how well done or how not well done it is. And this feels like it's going to be rare when I take it off. So I'm actually going to keep it on the fire for just a little bit longer. Okay, I need to figure out somewhere to eat this. Before I cut this open, I want to make a prediction. I want to say this is a perfect medium rare. That's my prediction. We're going to cut this open and see if my prediction is correct. My prediction was not perfect. It's more like medium well. I am genuinely so excited to try this. I swear, making anything on a campfire makes it taste so much better. By the way, shout out Venustus. They sent me this jacket a little while ago, and I wear it every day. This video isn't sponsored, I just want to say that. Oh, it's so awkward to sit here and eat though. I can't find a comfortable position. Oh, that was a good bite. Oh, absolutely crushed it. No, this is the life right now. It's not cold enough where I'm like freezing, but it's cold to the point where the fire is keeping me warm at that perfect temperature. And it actually has been quite a few videos since I've camped in the van that I'm camping in tonight. And if you watched the last video where I camped in this van, you would know that I have some mechanical issues with it. But I did have that van diagnosed, and I originally thought the transmission was failing, but the transmission is all good. There's just a mixture of things wrong with that van right now. There's ball joints, there's U-joints, the sway bar, the rotors, and some stuff in the emission system, which never get me going on the emission system in these Sprinter vans because I will never stop yapping about them. But that's beside the point. My transmission is fine. Way less expensive build than I thought it was going to be. It's still going to be expensive to do those U-joints, ball joints, sway bar, rotors, and there's actually a few other things as well. But at least it's not the transmission. So I am super happy about that. And for those that don't know, I'm actually trying to sell that van right now. And all these symptoms don't really give it a good look. But if everything's fixed, it is an amazing van. And speaking about that van, I actually might have to get back into it soon here because I do feel the raindrops coming down. Like a smoke bomb. Another issue that I'm having with this van is this back door constantly gets stuck. It is so annoying. And now every time after I open the door and want to close it, I have to put my finger in here. I have to push back some random lever in there and then I can close my door. It is very annoying. Well, that dinner was just fantastic. I love that. I think we got in the van at the perfect time because literally just started raining outside. And now we just get to hang out in here, have some fun. Oh, I do gotta say, it is nice to camp in a finished van. I've been camping out of my unconverted one for the last few videos, and oh, so much nicer to have lights, a sink, drawers, tables, chairs. Super nice having all these amenities. You don't appreciate them until you're stripped away of them. I think if we are trying to be a little bit more stealth this trip, I'm gonna keep the lights off for now. I wanna keep these curtains open because, I mean, look at our view out the window there. Can you see it on camera? It's a nice view. So I'm gonna keep my main lights off, but keep the curtains open for now. Alright, it has gotten late enough where I should not be seen in the front of my van. It's about time we turn these seats around and close the curtains. For the last little bit now, I've just been doing some work on my laptop and I still have more to get done. But I thought I want to show you guys what my van looks like from the outside, because I do believe this van is a very, very good stealth van. I'm going to go back here, turn these lights up all the way. And of course, my main lights here are already on. So I'm gonna go outside and show you what it looks like. So here's my van here. I've got all my lights on the inside from afar. You really can't see in until you get close, and then you can see the top rings showing a little bit of light. Someone's camping in their trailer right here. They got their window wide open. They're not scared at all. If that guy can camp in his trailer out there with his window wide open while he's cooking and watching TV, I think we'll be fine. Okay, we're going outhouse today then. Oh, it's so warm in here. This is nice. Now, I do have some more work to get done here, but I thought I'd multitask and read some of your guys' comments from the previous video at the same time. The first comment that I'll read tonight says, Chrome is live now. The tickets are nearly gone. Order fast. Now, this commenter is referring to Chrome Valdez, and he is hosting a Van Fest in around June. More specifically, it's called the West Coast Van Fest. And when I read this comment, I went, oh wow. And I went to go order my tickets right away. And I have officially bought my ticket. So I will be there at the West Coast Van Fest with my dad. And if any of you guys are there, feel free to come up and say hi to me. I'd love to meet some of you guys. This commenter also added, mention that you're a YouTuber when I buy my ticket. And while I like that idea, I don't think I'm a big enough name to really warrant the YouTuber status yet. So I did not mention that part. I'll just be mixed in with all the normies at the West Coast Van Fest. The second comment reads, where's Ruka? For the people that don't know, Ruka is my dog. But more specifically, my parents' dog. So Ruka doesn't actually live with me. That being said, there are some changes in my life that are happening right now that will allow me to go out camping with Ruka a lot more often. Hopefully you'll see Ruka and her brother Maverick in a future video coming up here. And the last comment that I'll read for this video is a bit long, but I'm going to shorten it down. It says, not complaining, those pierogies did look delicious, but I miss you cooking something fresh from scratch. 100%, I totally get where you're coming from. I always try and do something a little bit more extravagant than just pierogies. It is one thing that I have to get better at, but one thing that I'm going to keep on mentioning in videos, I'm not a chef. I'm not Ryan Toomey. I can't make those awesome meals every night, especially in an empty van with one burner. I can't really do much in that scenario. So pierogies is just an easy dinner where I can throw in, not really worry about it, not too much prep, not too much actual work. And it also is just a very tasty dinner. This commenter continues, and I'll just read another little part of it. And this might be an embarrassing question, but where and when do you go to the potty? Now you saw it firsthand in this video. I just walked to an outhouse that's very close to my van. But in regards to my last video where I'm in the middle of nowhere, you go in the woods. Nature is the natural bathroom, and that's all I gotta say. If you want to see your comment read in a future video, leave your comments down below and I might get to them next video. Hey Siri, how do you spell debris?
Debris. D-E-B-R-I.
Well, I'm actually not done my work, but I'm just gonna call it quits here. I'm not here on this epic camping trip to just work. I'm out here to enjoy the van. I'm out here to stealth camp, not work. Come on. And it's actually about 10 p.m. right now, so I'm gonna migrate into my bed, set up a show on my laptop, and just drift away for the rest of the night. And one thing that I'm learning about this spot is people like to come to this parking spot in specific and just rev their engines. Not 100% sure why they choose this spot, but that's okay. They can do that if they really want to. And I brought these candies here that are super familiar to my family. They're called Smart Sweets, and they have a bunch of different flavors, a bunch of like gummy bears, and they have every variety, but they just came out with sour gummy worms, and I want to say that sour gummy worms are my favorite sour thing. So I'm going to try these out right now, and I'm going to give you guys my honest review of Smart Sweets sour gummy worms. Hands down my favorite. No competition, these are my favorite. These are so good. Oh my god. This has totally sounded like a sponsored segment for Smart Sweets, but I promise you this is not sponsored or anything. I just really love these. These are really good. Holy crap. I am going to throw on this video from Ryan Toomey here, continue eating my gummy worms, and probably just head to bed. So I'll see you guys in the morning.
Yeah, not a bad spot to call home from. I guess we're technically more on the outskirts of San Diego, because we're up in Carlsbad. And
What up, guys? The one thing that I dislike about this van is the bed. I can't fit all the way across it. I have to lay diagonally, and I don't get the most impressive sleep. Let's check out our window here and see if we have a ticket. We did not get the knock last night. Our window seems clear. Looks like a super calm morning, and yeah, we didn't get the knock, which is fantastic. But I do need to use the washroom. I can tell I just smell so much like smoke. Check out this massive anchor. This anchor was discovered by a local scuba club near the Boulder Reefs off Shelter Point. Very cool. So they just discovered this huge anchor, and then they decided to haul it all the way back up to the surface and put it right on the beach here. So now I did want to cook some breakfast this morning, but I actually didn't bring a suitable pan to cook my eggs and bacon on. The only pan I have is that cast iron, and it's ribbed, so I really can't cook eggs on it, and I could try and cook bacon, but I'll just skip it this morning. It's whatever. But that gives me time to give this guy a test run. What a fantastic bench, eh? I gotta say, that Onewheel is so amazing to have around. I don't use it very often, but I should start using it more. Especially using it in places like this. It's just so handy to have around, and just to bomb around to somewhere you wouldn't normally walk to. There's a little stream right beside us too. I think that's all the collected water from the rain just up the street, funneling down back into the ocean. I could be horrendously wrong on that, but that's what I think it is. But it is just a wonderful morning out here. Even though it's not so very sunny, it's still very comfortable temperature and a great view. Well, I think it's safe to say that we successfully stealth camped in that parking lot. We didn't get the knock and we didn't get a ticket. And those are the two aspects of stealth camping that you never want to get. All right, everyone, it's time to play some Wordle. Woohoo! That was a good one. I need to figure out something with my hair. After one sleep, it just looks horrendous. Like, this looks horrible. I feel like I need to get a new hairstyle soon. I feel like I'm outgrowing the middle part. If you guys can get me to 5,000 subscribers, I will let you guys pick a hairstyle for me. It can't be bad though. I need a hairstyle that's gonna look good on me. But with that said, I really appreciate you guys for watching, but this is probably gonna be the end of the video. If you have been enjoying this and want to watch another stealth camping video, I'll put one on the screen right here for you. If you have made it this far into my 31st video, I cannot thank you enough. Consider subscribing to the channel, maybe even like or comment. It really does help out the channel. With all that said, I will see you guys next time.